Or go to Osaka, the food capital, and all the way down to Fukuoka, often considered as the most dynamic city in Japan with just one pass. First are those visiting tourists under the short-term visa, and second are Japanese nationals living overseas who have a Japanese passport and documents that can confirm their minimum stay of 10 years or more abroad. The most popular app used for connecting to over 190,000 free Wi-Fi hotspots in Japan. Hello everyone! Cam here from Swimmy channel. What if I told you that you can travel by bullet train around major cities in Japan, from Hokkaido to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and all the way to Kyushu or Hiroshima for just 39,600 yen? In this video, I want to introduce to you the world's best travel companion, the Japan Rail Pass. Japan Rail Pass, or more commonly known as the JR Pass, is recommended for those who are planning a trip in Japan but are worried about transportation costs. You can travel from Hokkaido, the largest and northernmost prefecture in Japan, to Tokyo, the busiest capital of Japan, or go to Osaka, the food capital, and all the way down to Fukuoka, often considered as the most dynamic city in Japan with just one pass. The JR Pass is a specially planned ticket provided by 6 JR group of companies, namely Hokkaido, East Japan, Tokai, West Japan, Shikoku, and Kyushu. With this pass, you can get unlimited, yes, you heard it right, unlimited rides on railroads, bullet trains, ferry on Hiroshima to Miyajima Island, and buses all over Japan. Purchase of the Japan Rail Pass is highly recommended if you are planning to visit Japan on a temporary visitor visa, and if you are planning to travel considerable distances within Japan. The JR Pass allows you to travel around Japan as you like at a fraction of the price it would cost you to buy a ticket for every leg of your travels. For example, on even the most expensive Japan Rail Pass option, the 21-day green or first class reserved seats pass at 79,600 yen is still much cheaper than if you were to buy the cheapest unreserved Shinkansen or bullet train seats for Tokyo, Sapporo, Kyoto, Fukuoka, and back to Tokyo, which comes to over 100,000 yen. Those who fall under either of the following can use the Japan Rail Pass. First are those visiting tourists under the short-term visa, and second are Japanese nationals living overseas who have a Japanese passport and documents that can confirm their minimum stay of 10 years or more abroad. There are 7-day, 14-day, and 21-day Japan Rail Passes available for ordinary seats or green car seats, which are first-class seats, with these prices. So what are green cars? They are the first-class cars on the Japan Railway Shinkansen or bullet trains and on the Tokyo or limited express trains. Though seats on this class are more comfortable than regular cars, you would need to make a reservation at the ticketing office every time you travel. This can be very inconvenient if you do not know your whole itinerary yet. Most people buy their Japan Rail Pass online before arriving in Japan. When you buy a Japan Rail Pass online, you will receive an exchange order in the mail. This exchange order expires after 3 months from date of issue, so it is wiser to buy your Japan Rail Pass ideally about 1 month before you leave for Japan. I recommend buying online from the official partner of JR Rail, Voyagip. After ordering, they will send your exchange orders from Japan via EMS Express Mail and would usually arrive less than a week after sent out. Upon arrival in Japan, you need to exchange your exchange order for the actual rail pass at the JR Travel Services office. You would need to present your passport for identification. Please note that once the pass is active, the clock is ticking. For example, a 7-day pass will last until midnight of the 7th consecutive day it becomes active. Next, I'll be talking about free Wi-Fi in Japan. If you won't be using internet that much during your visit to Japan or you're on a tight budget, we recommend connecting to free Wi-Fi spots across Japan. You'd only need to register once and can smoothly and conveniently get connected anywhere you go. So what are the pros of this free internet Wi-Fi? So it's mostly free and costs nothing and can be used on multiple devices simultaneously. And what are the cons? Available spots can only be found within large cities like Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. You may need to register and reconnect multiple times, and depending on the number of connected users, the internet speed may be unstable. There also could be some security issues since this is a public network. The most popular app used for connecting to over 190,000 free Wi-Fi hotspots in Japan is the Japan Connected Free Wi-Fi app. Have you heard about this free app? Japan Connected Free Wi-Fi, as the name implies, is Wi-Fi spot searching Android or Apple app for visiting tourists in Japan. It features a one-time registration that saves you from the hassle of registering multiple times and automatically connects you to about 190,000 free Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide from various businesses and public facilities like convenience stores and cafes. You can easily complete the one-time registration with your email address or SNS account. Feel free to register with your Gmail or other free email accounts. After completing the registration process, you can immediately use the app to connect you to the nearby Wi-Fi spots. The app is available in these 16 languages. You can use Japan Connected Free Wi-Fi in 3 easy steps. So first, just go through the one-time user registration, search for the nearest available Wi-Fi spots, and then connect. I like that the app has a simple, user-friendly interface that anyone, young or old, can easily use. Other than the Japan Connected Free Wi-Fi app, I want to introduce to you other reliable and free Wi-Fi spots that are likewise safe and easy to use. These Wi-Fi spots are the Narita or Haneda Airport Free Wi-Fi. So free Wi-Fi is available throughout the Narita or Haneda International Airport Terminal in Tokyo. There are also free charging areas within the terminal that you can freely use, so you don't have to worry about your devices running out of battery. Another good option for free Wi-Fi is Free Mobile. Free Mobile is a Wi-Fi service that is available within 50 meters of a vending machine. It's the quickest way to check your email or messages while on the go. For me, I often use the Subway Free Wi-Fi. It only takes a minute to connect and the internet is really fast. Subway Free Wi-Fi is available on Tokyo subways and used at 35 stations around the Asakusa Line, Mita Line, Shinjuku Line, and Oedo Line in English, Chinese, Korean, and Japanese. Cafes like Starbucks, Dotor, and others also have good and free internet access. There are so many chances for anyone to access the internet in Japan, from the minute you arrive at the airport to vending machines, train stations, and cafes, that you wouldn't need to rent mobile internet anymore. And that's it for our video today about making the most out of your Japan travel with the Japan Rail Pass and free Wi-Fi spots. Although the Japan Rail Pass is meant only for tourists or non-residents of Japan, did you know that there are passes available for foreign residents of Japan? As long as you're a non-Japanese passport holder, you can get your hands on passes like the JR East Welcome Rail Pass, the JR Tokyo White Pass, the Nikko Pass, the Adakyo Enoshima Kamakura Free Pass, and the Fuji Hakone Pass. They are really the most economical way to go around Japan, so why don't you try them next time? If you need more information or have a video to suggest, please do not hesitate to let us know in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you think our videos are helpful as we continue to find more ways for foreigners to live in Japan easily. Until our next video, thank you for watching. Bye-bye!